Hi, Chris. Um, I'm just going through some of the lyrics from the first album, Volume 1 of the band This Is Love. And I have some questions here for you about the first song, um, Living the Life. Can you give me some brief explanation as to what the song's about?
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. It's actually a contemplation of the meaning of life and trying to identify what are the different lives that people live in what way, and which is the right one. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? And at this point in time, when I wrote this, I really wasn't sure what that answer was because and I need to be able to define that. And then it goes on into almost a meditation, and it continues along with about 10 bars of just instrumental. So I state my points, kind of look at different ways of how a person could live their life, and then I contemplate through meditation in the song. Like I said, these songs are written as a journal. I didn't write a diary, but this, I guess, in the end was my diary. And so I was really trying to struggle, or was struggling with this a little bit, and trying to figure things out. And this kind of helped me along.
Can you share with us what those different views are? You identify two or three different views of living a life. Can you share what those are from the song?
Yeah, so each verse kind of starts with the lifestyle. So the first one is living the life of eternity. So some people want to live forever. And what are the pros and cons to that? And, is that something that should really be desired? Or is eternity, being able to live forever, not a good thing? And not giving an answer to the question, but posing it and contemplating it. Living the life of luxury is, you see people who are very rich, and it's easy to feel, geez, I want to live that lifestyle. I want the fancy car, the fancy boat, the fancy house, and that's really the meaning of life, in the sense of, like, you only have worthiness if you're living this life of luxury. Living the life of honesty is more of a humble lifestyle, where you don't expect much, and you're just happy with what you have, and is that part of. And then living the life, the last one is living the life the way it should be. And what this is actually referencing is mostly around trying to figure things out, and trying to identify what is the right way to be, and how complicated that can be, because you have personal desires and goals, which are good things, but what is too little and what is too much? And that's what I was contemplating in that verse.
You talk about, or shall I say, you sing about finding my way amongst these trees. What are you inferring when you are singing that line?
Yeah, so I do like using a lot of symbolism. I think it's a great way to pack more meaning into a single line without having to have a lot of verbiage. It also kind of opens it up for interpretation, and so that the song can hopefully, to the listener, mean a little bit more. And even when I played it, sometimes I would be thinking or meaning one thing, and then I'd play the same song again, and I'd be meaning and saying something else. But when I wrote this, I was specifically referring to, finding my way amongst these trees, is that it's difficult to see the answer, and it's a hard journey, and you have to cut your way through this forest, and it's vast, it's big, and it's huge, but at the same time, it's beautiful. It provides life, and there's growing things all the way around you, and little animals and whatnot buzzing around, and don't miss the beauty of what you can see, even though there may be more beyond your horizon or your vision. There's plenty in front of you. So there's a lot being said in that single line.
You sing nothing wanted, nothing seen. What's happening in that line?
Yeah, so it's referring to the verse of living the luxury, right? And when you live a life of luxury, there's nothing that you really want, and nothing that you're striving or working towards. And I think that's important throughout our lives, that we actually struggle. And I think that many of us try to shed any struggle, but struggling actually really can define us and empower us and make us stronger. I'm not talking about serious issues. I'm talking about life's general struggles and having to work towards things. And when it comes too easy, it doesn't mean as much. And whenever we've had to work towards something, it actually means so much more. And it's even personally, like in your heart, you can fall in love with something much more easily. And nothing's seen, you're kind of blind to the things that are important. And I think I was trying to say that when you have life too easy, you miss out on a big picture of things that actually do matter, and those things are lost. So living the luxury maybe is not as great of an answer as we sometimes think it may be.
And finally, in verse 3, you sing, "No way to hurt, no way to bleed." Can you describe what you're going through there?
Yeah, and that's in reference to the verse what starts with living the life of honesty and being transparent and open. And when you're really transparent with people, with yourself, honest with yourself. And I think that's probably the most important thing, is being honest and transparent with yourself and how you view things. It's not as easy to get hurt. And people are always afraid to get hurt, especially in things that, especially referencing love once again. But when we're honest and true, that hurt is much more manageable. And just being honest about things and speaking about things openly, I think is extremely important. And when you're honest and transparent and caring, you're not going to hurt others either. And even though you might be facing a challenging discussion and tough things to have to be said, when you're open and transparent and honest, you're not going to hurt them in a bad way.
Thanks very much, Chris. I've appreciated your time on reviewing the song Living the Life. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Mark.